If you want to be able to manifest your most exquisite and expansive life, then you need to know what women with feminine confidence know. There's one thing that you must have down pat before you ever get started on any other technique or any other lifestyle change. It's this. So stay tuned where I'm going to dive deep. I grew up with a very low self-image. I never felt smart enough or special enough because I compared myself to my sister, who was winning awards and trophies for how intelligent or spectacularly talented she was at different things. I had dreams and desires. I had unique interests and passions, and like, oh my God, wouldn't that be amazing? But I never thought that they could happen to me. I would admire it on others, feel a bit envious of it when I saw it in other people's lives, yet I never thought that it could be actually my reality. And here's what I know for sure. All of the traumas that I ever went through, I mean, there were many, they were what I allowed to define my life, to define what was possible for my future. And until I actually started to learn about what feminine confidence is. Remember, feminine confidence is innately knowing your worth and the possibilities for your life. When I dove into that arena, I started to realize, wow, I am unique. I am meant to have this kind of a life that my soul naturally wants. When I started to realize that I could have that, there was nothing that I wasn't supposed to have. Actually, in fact, for the very reason that I had these desires and these dreams and these visions and this excitement by certain things meant I could have them. And that is what you need to get into your life. You need to get very crystal clear about what you truly desire for your life. Because if you don't, then you allow all of your past traumas to dictate your future. And I'll tell you something, painful memories can scream a lot louder than positive dreams. Memories will just keep screaming out to you. Remember when that happened? Remember when you felt that way? Remember when you tried that and you failed? And then you'll go, oh. But I have this dream. Yeah, but come on, right? They are the louder ones. And the thing is that number one thing that you must do is to get clear on what it is that not what your head wants, what your heart wants. Get clear. Write it down in as much description as you can, because that is truth. And how do I know it's truth? For a variety of reasons, but one of the things is your vision will be completely different than my vision. We might have similar things, and that's quite cool, because a lot of women in my communities, they're very similar to me. I always have a good giggle when someone says what they desire, what they love, what they like, what pleases them, what fulfills them, because it's very similar to me, but it's never identical. Never. There is nobody exactly like you. So you have to get this written down on paper, reconnect with it. Your soul knows it. When you came into this world, your little soul knew it, and it was ready and prepared and had the energetic spaciousness and frequency to let it play out. But life happened. And so now we have to reconnect with it. That's the first step. If you do not connect with it, and then the next steps are giving yourself permission for it. And then the next steps are realizing what are the steps to actually being able to manifest it with ease and elegance, okay? That's everything that I go through and I teach in the Elegant Art of Feminine Confidence. But you can't even get started unless you've reconnected with that soul vision of what your idyllic life would look and feel like. So right now, what people would you be having in your life, and what would they be like? What would their personalities be like? What would their interests be like? What would you be enjoying and sharing together? What would you be doing? What would your interests and hobbies be? What would your work be? How would you be impacting the world? What would your average days or months look like, feel like, sound like? What kind of food would you be eating? How would it taste? How would it make you look and feel? Give yourself permission to come back to the truth of who you were created to be, because every little last desire you have can be fulfilled. Trust me, I went from being called Mouse as my nickname because I was so shy, and I would just look up at people like this and talk really quiet like this and hide behind my mom's legs. But inside, oh, did I have dreams. Oh, did I love watching certain programs like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous and these kind of things on TV. I loved beautiful things. I loved beautiful experiences. I loved like the expansiveness of life. Yet this and this weren't ever going to match. They were never going to align because I never gave myself permission to know that that was who I was supposed to be. That was the life I was supposed to live. That was the life I was supposed to inspire people with. Today, this is the life that I live and experience and enjoy and inspire people with. And it just gets bigger and bigger and more expansive and more expansive. So ladies, when I say that this is the first thing you need to do, I know from personal experience. And all you have to do is ask all the other ladies who've ever heard this teaching from me and have done it, have actually done it. Those are the ladies who actually have done this and then have continued on with me, who have their dreams manifest with elegance and ease. I have one client who famously said exactly the way it is. When you do what Erin teaches, it works. So right now, set aside some time, or do it right now, and as much detail as you can, write down what your feminine soul loves, desires, wishes for, dreams of, and give yourself permission to have that. Make it an elegant week, ladies,